I don't know either. What's better? Bliss through ignorance or suffering through clarity? Oh, I think it's better to suffer through clarity.
What does that mean?
Like, basically, I guess put in DDLC terms, bliss through ignorance is the other 3 girls, and suffering through clarity is Monica. She's suffering because she knows that her world is a fake. Meanwhile, they don't know it's a fake, so the other 3 don't know it's fake, so they're blissfully ignorant of that it's not. So they just live a nice, happy life. And I'm like, I don't think it's better to suffer through clarity. It may be easier to be unaware and let life breeze past you, but this is not how progress is made. You can't ignore the world around you just because it's inconvenient. And while clarity may bring suffering, it can also bring hope for a better tomorrow. Ignorance is of no value to anyone. I guess. I don't know. I feel like just sitting there not knowing that something may be wrong and everything still goes fine, I feel like it's better. You know?
I feel like that's kind of how humanity. He said that weird.
Humanity
is. There's like all this shit going on around them, and they're just like, I mean, it's not my problem, so they just ignore it.
Yeah, being blissfully ignorant. Zero, when are you going to make another longer roads vid? When I finish not Outcast, Project Outcast, Outsider.
Project Outcast.
Project Outcast.
You're mixing up all the mods.
Castle Crashers is on Steam. What does that have to... Techno Rave, what? Why are you just randomly saying that Castle Crashers is on Steam? Yes, it is. It's a good game.
Castle Crashers is on Steam. Did you know that?
You should play it. We should play it. You need to play it. It's fun.
What is that? I don't know what
it's
that
a beat 'em up. Well, you play as knights with swords.
I thought it was the... I thought it was the mobile game.
No!
I'm on culture.
It's okay. You're a girl.
Oh. I have an excuse. Yay!
I have an excuse. What horror books besides Portrait of Markov would you recommend for someone who isn't used to reading? I might have started reading because of you, and I've mainly been looking up top 10 horror books lists and the like, but I found some of those recommendations to be a bit too difficult for me. Sad face. Oh, that poor guy. Given that I can't... What?
You start reading because a fictional character told you to.
Hey, is there a problem with that?
I mean, no, good for you, but it's interesting.
You're interestingly swayed. Given that I can't seem to find a copy of Portrait of Markov to read, well, I guess they don't exist in real life. Could you either recommend some other horror novels or point to me where I can find a copy of Portrait of Markov? Yes, Markov can be hard to find in certain areas. Like I told Dogo, it's best to order online. There is oh, that was the name of that guy? Dogo? Sound like Doggo. I would recommend any of the works I've mentioned so far, well, apart from Twilight. If you're finding some books too heavy, you might do well with Stephen King. His books aren't quite intensive, but still decent for reading. Someone said, huh, I'm amazing. Why are people asking me questions in the chat? Chat, this isn't the Zero AMA. Is Zero real? I don't know. Ask yourself that question. Maybe I don't exist.
I can verify he's real because I'm with him all the time.
Maybe you're not real as well. Maybe we're both fake.
It's weird. It's weird to consider that. Because
okay, we're not going that deep into this. Hi, Yuri. Do you have any idea what you might be interested in doing after high school or college? Also, I'll let you all know that we have to stop past the line. I'm breaking the rules! I have some vague idea. With my propensity toward reading, I'd be well suited to a job as a librarian. I wouldn't want to make a career out of it, though. I'm not entirely sure what I'd like to do. When I go to college, I plan to dabble in some courses and see what strikes my fancy before choosing a major. If I select the courses carefully, I may not lose out on any credits. So we'll have to see. Also, I thought I'd let you know that Racoonism. Racoonism? Yes. Really cares about you and thinks you're a great person. Oh, is that a person?
Oh, it's a username.
Then why is it lowercase?
I don't know.
They're not using correct punctuation.
Wait, what do you mean? Why is it lowercase?
If it's a name, it's supposed to be uppercase.
I said username.
I know, but I meant why did they put it lowercase?
Because it's a username.
But you put names in the uppercase letter.
A username, an internet name. You don't have
I know.
to capitalize.
But still.
Some usernames are all lowercase.
A proper nouns get capitalized. A username is a proper noun. See? Erd is right. Erd's with me.
But some people don't capitalize their username.
Yeah, and those people are monsters. Oh, Holly's here. Who says? The creator has joined. Just continue the stream, boy. Don't tell me what to do, Blue Watermelon. You're not even the right color of watermelon.
That is the best thing you've ever said. Don't tell me what to do, Blue Watermelon.
You're not even the right color of watermelon. What do you know?
Did you know that yellow watermelons exist and I want one?
Yeah, but blue ones don't.
You can dye them. Actually, if you put blue dye into a watermelon, it'll turn purple.
Recognism, you say? Are they a fan of mine? I'll have to keep an eye out for their questions. Not having a watermelon conversation with you, I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
It's okay, we'll talk about all the watermelons you want later.
Okay, wait, let's talk about all the watermelons.
We'll talk about the Mario Sunshine Watermelon Festival.
And the colored cactuses I saw on Reddit the other day.
Oh, are we, what? Wait, huh?
I saw cactuses, like, I think they put food coloring in their water, and then they, like, absorbed it, and there was, like, pink cactuses, and purple ones, and blue ones, and orange ones, and they looked really cool.
I see. Alright, so we got 9 questions. Oh. Hey Yuri, I'm a big fan of yours, mainly because I see a lot of myself in you. I'm a bit of an antisocial wreck, not to offend you or anything. Rather than reading books, I'm usually on my PC most of the time. I'm slowly getting better at this, but enough with that. Let's get on with the cues. An antisocial wreck? It's okay, I'm not offended. I certainly understand the pain of social anxiety. I hope you can overcome it someday. At least a PC can serve as a social outlet. How tough do you find it sometimes to approach an acquaintance and just start a conversation? I can't really do that for the life of me. I tend to grasp at straws, and even if I manage, can't really keep it going unless it's my field of interest. I find it almost impossible to start conversations. It's difficult enough to when I have a reason to speak with whoever I'm approaching. I can't just walk up and begin talking about something. I'm a good listener, and I can carry on with someone else, but I can't initiate to save my life. Do you often, find yourself being stared at? Given that you're tall and seclude yourself most of the time. I've been stared at before, but I assume it was for other reasons. I'm just fine as long as they leave me be. Why are you so naturally talented at Smash? Even Monica's no match for you. She's a meta slave too. I don't know where my innate Smash ability comes from. Marth just feels right to me. That's why she's so good at Smash. She plays Marth. You ever try fighting Marth in Melee? It's a pain in the ass.
Doesn't Monica play Fox?
Yeah, but Marth is still a pain in the ass.
Really?
Yes, Marth is a pain.
I thought Fox is really. I mean,
They're
Fox
both good characters. It's just Marth is also just a pain in the ass. It's not as though I play games regularly. Then maybe the first time I picked up a controller. You know what, Yuri? Get off Marth. I bet if Yuri didn't play Marth, Monica would win.
Monica's probably won before.
It's because Yuri plays Marth. That's all it is. It's such a curiosity. Maybe I am a prodigy, like Monica said. Have you ever been asked out before? Well, probably someone on this subreddit already did. Talking more where you are. If so, how did you respond? I haven't been approached by anyone trying to pick me up. I think I have a reputation for being peculiar. If anyone was interested, I'm sure the rumors scared them off. I don't mind, though. I'm fine on my own. Do you ever feel like you have a standard to uphold to when associating with people? You're a very smart person, and your range is incredible for someone your age. So, did you ever feel like you needed to tone yourself down to anyone to avoid any mishaps? I don't tone myself down for my friends, like I said about Natsuki. But I do hold back with people I don't know very well. I'm always afraid I'll say something wrong or carelessly offend them somehow. I try not to be condescending, but sometimes it sounds that way regardless. It's why I avoid general conversations to begin with. That makes sense. That's probably why she obviously doesn't mean to you know, get mad to like sound condescending when she's talking to Natsuki. Zero noticed me. Hello, Kaden. 217. I feel like you've said that before. I don't know why. Maybe you haven't. Maybe you, I'm not gonna say you have just because I'm not entirely sure. Do you play any other games besides Smash? Visual novels, perhaps? Horror games? Again, not much of a gamer. Though it seems like I'll be looking at a few titles before this is over. Who knows? Maybe I'll enjoy it more than you think. More than I think. What would you say is your best quality? But my best quality, I'd say is... I suppose my intelligence? Or perhaps my imagination. Although neither has served me particularly well. Oh, that's mean. What would you do if you were to suddenly realize that your world, as you knew it, was a simulation, and that every action and result is predetermined? How would you take it? Theoretically, of course. If I knew my life was a farce and none of my choices mattered, what difference would it make? In that context, action and consequence are meaningless because the outcome is inevitable. It wouldn't matter what I thought if there was no way I could change the results. But I definitely would enjoy being stuck like that. And lastly, what do you think of Shiro? He seems... yeah. Yes, he does seem... yeah. If he causes any problems with the club, I'm sure Monica will see him out. Take care of yourself, Yuri. Remember, you have a ton of people who appreciate you for who you are. We love you.
God, don't roar at me.
I was yawning.
I know, you're roaring.
I can't do Yuri's voice without yawning for a I can do Yuri's voice for a long time without yawning.
Yeah.
I suppose I do. It's certainly becoming more apparent. Thank you. I'll do my best. Yuri, thanks for doing an AMA for us at Reddit. I've always been cautious regarding you as from the stories Monica tells us. You're very well reserved with intermediate passion outbursts on the topic you truly are into. Well, I am prone to rambling about my interests. I'm sorry if I seem unapproachable, but I'm always being cautious of everyone else. I don't want you to think I'm self-absorbed or anything, but I understand the apprehension. Good morning, Zero. I mean, Holly, I did wake up just 2 hours ago, so thank you for the good morning. Of the Liturgical members, who do you trust the most? Out of everyone, I trust Sayori the most. She's so sweet and pure, I can't imagine her wronging someone in any serious way. Not intentionally, at least. See, it depends on what they mean by that. Do we mean trust in terms of that she has our back, or trust in terms of keep a secret? Because I feel like Sayori isn't good at keeping secrets. But what event in your life did you begin doubting yourself and losing your self-esteem / confidence? When you speak passionately about a topic, you appear to be very well informed and experienced. It just conflicts with your image you present. My, personal issues are heavily tied to my social struggles. How I appear to others is my constant concern. I perform so poorly when socializing. It's like everything I know abandons me in the moment and I'm left floundering for answers. It's different from my passions because I know them so well, like words don't escape me during those times. But for anything else, I freeze up more and more. Zero, please forgive me. I love your vids. It's okay, Blue Watermelon. I forgive you. Thank you for enjoying my content. You're a good man. You're a good watermelon, even if you are blue. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. How do you keep from getting blood staining your sleeves? Asking for a friend. You seem to have that under control all the time despite the stories. Jesus Christ, guy. I know of what you speak, but I'm still unready to discuss it. I'm sorry, I'll have to wait a little longer. You ever heard of Halo? If so, I think you would like the Halo short story, The Mona Lisa. If you can't find it online, a motion comic is available on YouTube here. If you read / watch it, please give me your opinion. The only Halo I'm aware of is the sci-fi shooter series, which, of course, I haven't played. For the sake of your question, I'll have a look in the story later. Natsuki's gonna be really upset that she hasn't seen Halo, she hasn't played Halo. I really hope I'm not too late. What is your favorite subject? My favorite has always been English. I think it's a fascinating language, very deep and complex. It can be difficult to learn because its rules are inconsistent and has so much diversity. But I think it's amazing how broad the language is. They have words for so many different concepts. Notice me Zero-kun. Angel X Mendez? Hello. How well are you and Natsuki getting along nowadays? Probably not very well. Natsuki and I aren't getting on any better than we've been. Some of last week's events are still too fresh in my mind. I want to try and make things up to her this week. I know it's partially my fault. Until I can. Oh, again! Jesus. So many yawns. Until I can, though, I don't see things improving. I really... Which knight in your collection is your favorite? Like I said, I have too many to choose from. What do you think about blood? What do I think of it? I don't really have an opinion in this area. It's just a fact of life. I'm not uncomfortable at the sight of it, but it doesn't entice me or anything. What do you think about the same anime trope type, yandere? I don't think much of yanderes. They seem too unrealistic. If such a person were real, they'd be regarded as